Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti. I am a teacher, I'm a channeler, and you can find my information in the description box below. Today, I'm coming to you with a channeled message regarding codependency. If you resonate with the twin flame journey, this video will be especially helpful for you. So let's talk about what codependency is. It's defined as the excessive emotional or psychological reliance on someone or something. Codependency is typically centered around an addiction, something that has more control over us than we would like. That's how I define an addiction. So that could be anything. Okay? Obviously, drugs, alcohol, food, sex, those are the main addictions, if you will, but people could also be addicted to attention, addicted to drama, a lot of things, right? So signs that you are codependent. On a spiritual level, this means that you're looking outside of yourself for validation, for approval, for love. And this happens in a lot of ways. Sometimes it's very subtle. Low self-esteem is another way that codependency shows up. So, for example, the successful woman who decides to stay with a drug-addicted, alcoholic spouse, and this could be the other way around too, or dating people that you know are not on your level just because it's going to keep you in that state of feeling superior or feeling good about yourself. Body abuse is another form of codependency. And this is very interesting because when we think of like health and fitness and really sticking to a program and staying disciplined and consistent, that's great. But if it gets to the point where you feel inadequate, you feel unfocused, if you're not constantly feeding that egoic part of yourself that says, I have to have a nice body, I have to stay on the grind, I have to go to the gym every day. And I can speak to this from a personal perspective because I was like that. And I'm still like that to a certain degree. It's coming to some balance. But this all has to do with body image and how you feel about your body. Is it just a machine for you to use, or do you really see it as a messenger, as something that's supporting you on this life journey? So you're going to choose to love it and nourish it and take care of it, not be codependent on it to gratify your ego or to make you feel superior to somebody else. Projection is another way that codependency shows up. And this is goes to that addiction to drama. People are just, some people are not willing to deal with their own shit. And it's easier for them to connect to people that they know they can project upon, that they know won't stand up for themselves, that they know won't speak up for themselves. This is an addiction. At least that's what spirit tells me. Codependency also shows up as enabling too, even when your own needs are not being met. So if you watched my last video, I talked about a friend of mine who feels the need to buy food for homeless people all the time, and she's not really in a position to do so. She's not financially stable herself. So this is a form of codependency. If you don't have personal goals or you've lost interest in your passions because you're obsessed with someone or something, this is a codependent pattern. And really think about this. Really think about it. Is there something that you were working on, something that you felt really passionate about, but all of a sudden you meet a person or you get into a situation and all of your attention and focus is now on that person or situation and not on your passions anymore? That's a sign of codependency. Another very obvious way that codependency shows up is if you're more of a giver in relationship. And this will result in an imbalance of power and energies. If you're a control freak, if you're so afraid to go with the flow because you have trust issues, that's a sign of codependency. People pleasing, feeling compelled to take care of others whether the help is needed or necessary. Some people do things for others and it's not even requested help. They just feel the need to give, but then will turn around and be resentful when that energy is not reciprocated. But there has to be an equal exchange. Otherwise, there's codependency. One of the consequences of codependent behavior is that you suppress your emotions so much, you oppress the volatile ones especially, and then you start to react without thinking. Something will trigger you, and then you just get so upset, big mad. And you'll stop and think, maybe for a second, and if you're honest with yourself, you'll see that whatever that trigger is really has nothing to do with the anger that was already inside you. The other end of the spectrum is avoiding conflict altogether, which again speaks to suppressing emotions. Sometimes conflict and confrontation are necessary to clear the air, to create balance. So how can we heal from codependency? I'm going to talk about 4 practical things that you can do. Understand, though, that healing codependency takes time because you will literally have to become a new person. You'll have to develop a new way of relating. And you'll have to get comfortable putting yourself first and saying no. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel strange. But it will get easier with practice and as you start to get your power back. Relationships will end and situations will change as you step back into your power. And there will be emotional highs and lows on this healing journey. But you are worth it. You are worth it. You are worth it. Realize that most codependent patterns are rooted in childhood. So the first step could involve inner child healing work. And there are lots of ways to approach this. Research and find a way that's right for you. Do your best not to give unsolicited advice. That's easier said than done. But when you do this, it opens the door to codependent behavior. Another suggestion is to study Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs and self-actualization. I talk about this a lot. Most codependent people don't know what they need. They don't know what they feel. They don't know what they want because of trauma, because of always relying on somebody else to tell you what you want and need. Working on your solar plexus and heart chakra will help you to bring your power back into balance. Some affirmations you can use to help you heal codependency. I love and approve of myself. I am enough. My emotions are valid. And you can repeat these, you can write these, you can actually post these somewhere if you're really serious about healing your codependent patterns. So let's talk about some crystals that you can work with. There are lots of stones that can help you overcome codependency or any other type of toxic relationship pattern, but I'm just going to talk about the top 3, in my opinion, as a healer that are very helpful. Rhodochrosite is the first one. It's a heart chakra stone of balance, and it helps anyone who's been abused on any level. Rhodochrosite helps you to see your codependent behavior and that of others for the purposes of healing. Rhodochrosite restores joy and power to your heart, and it helps release the need to be rescued and feeling like you've been abandoned. Rhodochrosite is going to boost your personal power and help you to connect to your soulmates, whether this is for love or for a lesson. Whatever that connection is, it'll be for your highest good. Rhodochrosite is also great for helping you release the fear of rejection. It's also a great stone for sensitive children and helping children to transition into school or daycare. So take that if it resonates with you. Another stone to work with is black kyanite. Black kyanite is a high vibrational root chakra stone that removes toxic cords, but you can use it with any of the lower chakras. And like all kyanite, it balances the entire energy system. Black kyanite is extremely grounding and protective. The more grounded and connected and protected you feel, the more confident and supported you will feel. Black kyanite helps you to stop overthinking, raises your vibration above worry and fear and feeling abandoned. Black kyanite balances yin and yang energies, which get distorted when you're in a codependent relationship. Remember that codependency creates cords that not only need to be cut, they need to be rooted out, which is a process of digging, searching, cutting, dissolving. So again, this takes some time, but black kyanite works very quickly. So there's the irony in that. Black kyanite does not absorb negative energies, but removes them and grounds them back into the earth. The last stone I'm going to talk about is pyrite. Pyrite is a solar plexus chakra stone of spiritual strength. It's the stone of the spiritual warrior. It's a highly protective and stabilizing stone that helps you to claim your power. It shields you from manipulation and negative criticism that might be coming from a boss, a partner, or just someone that you feel should be supportive of you and your journey. Pyrite is also great for helping you to attract opportunities to expand your business, to expand your soul mission, your life purpose, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing on this planet. Pyrite will help you to bring that energy back into alignment. Because what happens in codependent relationships, like I mentioned earlier, is you start to put all of your focus on that person or situation, and it's taken away from your soul mission, your life purpose, your passion, your business. So pyrite will help you to bring those energies back into balance, back into focus. Let's talk about some spirit animals that will help you to heal codependency. Panda. Panda is a spirit animal of practical self-love. Panda represents yin and yang energies and will help you to bring these back into balance. Panda helps you to feel comfortable being alone, which is an issue for codependence. Panda will teach you how to nourish your own soul, to nourish your own well-being on all levels, physically, emotionally, spiritually. What happens again in codependent relationships is the focus and attention is taken off of you. So you might find yourself eating poorly, not taking care of yourself, not sleeping, not keeping up with your health and beauty routines. Panda also helps you to connect to supportive people. So as you clear out energies that don't support you, Panda will help you to connect and realign with your soul tribe. Spider is another animal that helps with codependency. I fucking hate spiders. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Spider spirit is dualistic and teaches you about co-creation, helps you to understand that you create your reality. Spider helps those that feel trapped or stuck, which is a huge issue with codependent relationships. You feel like you just can't get out. You can't leave that other person because they're going to just fail if you're not there, or you feel like you need that other person in your life. Spider gives you the power and courage to ask for what you need. Spider teaches you how to protect your delicate energy and not to be lured into traps. So if you're an empath, it's easy for you to fall into codependent patterns if you're not empowering yourself through spiritual practices, meditation, yoga, prayer, whatever works for you to keep you connected. Spider reveals to you your shadow traits, the things in your personality that are attracting codependent situations. Spider shows you the ways, again, that you are creating your reality. And finally, Cheetah. Cheetah is a very powerful spirit animal that doesn't work with everyone. So let me just give that disclaimer. You must be serious about healing and ready to start the work now. Start the work today. Cheetah energy is fast and intense. So when you call on her, Cheetah is a her, expect a lot of emotional upheaval, a lot of crying, rapid changes. But if you're ready for that, call her. She will come. Cheetah encourages you to be proactive in your goal of healing codependency, in your goal of emotional stability. Cheetah will also help you to break the cycles of codependency in your life by being more discerning in your relationships. I hope this information was helpful for you. I thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.